Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting. I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to talk to you about facts. So the word fact has a meaning that we all accept, right? It means something that's true, something that's real. And so I often say to people in my work life where I'm not really focused on manifesting, when you have a problem, every problem has a solution. If you encounter a problem that doesn't have a solution, you don't have a problem. You have a fact. And that sometimes, especially in my work life, helps me focus on the fact of okay, we're going to accept this for, the matter of this meeting, for the matter of how we're going to go forward with whatever plan we're working on. That sort of statement, when we're spinning in circles, helps me move forward and helps me just sort of accept these are the circumstances and this is how we're going to design around these circumstances. In manifesting, we don't have to do that. And if there was something I encountered in my work life that I wanted to put, the effort of manifesting into, I could do that then and not use my little phrase about problems and facts, right? Because we don't have to accept facts will be facts forever, right? And, Neville Goddard has that quote. I'm going to mess it up, I feel like. But it's about how when you persist in the assumption, your assumptions will harden into fact. So even though it's not a fact currently, your assumption, if you persist in it, if you stay in that assumption, it will harden into fact. It will become fact. So if you are in your 3D reality now, and you have something that looks like a fact, it looks like an unchangeable fact, you're going to have to change your mindset as to how you approach it, right? So let's say the fact is that your specific person, we'll use a specific person example because those are the most popular, doesn't want to talk right now, right? You're in no contact with your specific person and they don't want to talk right now. So that circumstance, that supposed fact that exists right now in this moment, doesn't have to be that way, right? Your specific person could change their mind. They could text you in 5 minutes from now. You could text them and they be moved to text you back. You could run into each other at the grocery store and have a conversation. There are lots of ways that fact could be changeable very quickly, right? But in manifesting, if you're focused on the supposed fact of my specific person and I are in no contact, and you keep repeating that to yourself, you're repeating it to your friends, you're posting it in YouTube comments, and you keep saying that over and over again, your focus is on that supposed fact, that current circumstance that could be changeable if you just took your focus off of it and put your focus instead on what you wanted. So let's just briefly talk through this. So you stop as much as possible, and it's really almost 100% possible to stop focusing on that, right? And you just don't put your focus there. You do a little bit of focusing work in your imagination with affirmations, whatever method, scripting, inner conversation, visualization, whichever your preferred focusing method is. Pick the one you want. Do a little bit of focusing work where you see, oh, look, I got a text message from my specific person. Oh, look, we're having this conversation. Whatever it is, you're focusing on what you want, which in this case, in this example, is the contact, right? You're focusing on the contact. You're there, you're focused on it. And You're drawing your attention away from the circumstance of the no contact. And then the rest of your focus needs to go somewhere else in your life. You don't have to just constantly focus on getting contact from your specific person. Put your focus on other things. But don't keep bringing up in your imagination the no contact. Don't do it. Yeah, that's it. And if you've been practicing that fact a lot in your imagination, that supposed fact, that thing that can be changed in your imagination a lot, it's going to take a little bit of practice to train your focus to another place. And sometimes people will say to me, Lovey, I can't. It's just what's in my mind. It's just what I'm thinking about. You can choose your thoughts. You can choose your focus. It feels difficult at first when you've never practiced it, but it's possible. You absolutely can do it. And it's just like, even like the first day that you do this, you might do it 1,000 times. It's going to feel like a lot. It's going to feel like so much that it's going to just feel overwhelming. But it's worth it. I promise it's worth it. And you get through those first few days of practice, and things can shift very quickly. So circumstances don't matter. Facts aren't facts. And you can manifest exactly what you want. So with that, may you manifest exactly what you want.